3, carry the 1, and boom. That's how you solve a slinky. Yellow, all you homeboys and valley girls, bimbos and bimbettes, skeezers and geezers, freaks and geeks, sportos, motorheads, bloods, wastoids, dweebies, all you righteous dudes. Are you having a totally tubular Thursday, or has it been grody to the max? Barf me out, gag me with a spoon, I'm sure. Why am I dressed like a Miami Vice extra and wearing my sunglasses at night? Because it's 80s night here on HQ, the live mobile game show, where you answer questions to win cash. For sure, for sure. Okay, fine. I'm your host, Buster, Wins a Ton Zedmore, Emilio Quistevez, Molly Blingwald, John H. Cusack, Ferris H. Kuehler, Huey Lewis and the Q's, Windiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Smarty McFly, Hunky Brewster, Clark Griswold, Beetlejuice, the Rick Roll with the bankroll, Trivia Newton John, Scott Rogowsky, getting quizzical, live from the greatest city on earth, the city that never sleeps, Hill Valley, California. Coming in on a careless whisper to over 500,000 of you live in the game right now around the world, including Nancy Ray-Ban, Simon Abrams, Jason and Janine, Anna Villa, Sylvia, your son Joe wishes you well in your recovery. Happy anniversaries to Tiffany and Lindsay, 4 years, Carol and Paul, 21 years, and happy birthdays to Vanessa turning 35, Jessica George, Chris's niece Lizzie, and John in Edmonton with the big 7-0. 70 on 80s night. Where's the beef? It's right here, kids. I'm asking 12 primo cues, and I want 12 proper answers. If you correctly kick them back to me, you're going to win a spiffy 5,000 Depeche Modes, 5,000 Duran Durans, $5,000. You know what you can do with that kind of money? You could buy an original Masters of the Universe Castle Grayskull unopened box in amazing condition. Yeah, it's on eBay for $5,000. Do you have an appetite for quizstruction? Will you be starring in Cash Dance? Or will this be a total eclipse of the smarts? I want to see some dirty answering tonight. No one puts HQD in a corner. Get amped. This shiznit's gonna be the bomb diggity. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this quiz. Pop it and lock it. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's get the show on the road. Numero uno. In 1983, Michael Jackson unveiled what classic dance move? The Earth Waddle, the Moonwalk, or the Sun Hop? Now, the Q10 version of this question is, to what song did MJ bust out his iconic dance? But you should all know the name of the dance. Come on a TV special celebrating 25 years of Motown, Michael Jackson popped off with the Moonwalk, which I can absolutely do perfectly. You just can't quite see it at this angle. 527,111 pretty young things. Thrilled for Q2, made famous by its TV ad. What was the tagline for the clapper? Clap once, clap twice, clap, 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 or clap on, clap off. By the way, the song was Billie Jean. That was MJ's song. And this was the product that launched 1,000 hacky stand-up routines, perfect for those too lazy to get out of bed to turn the lights on or off. And its infomercials were nearly impossible to miss in the late 80s.
Clap on, clap off, clap on, clap off, the clapper.
Clap on, clap off, clap on, clap off, the clapper! 463,576. Well, I'm giving you a big hand, and you're getting Q3. Which of these terms describes hair styled in a zig-zagged, wavy look? Crimp, beehive, or bob? It's kind of not quite what I got going on tonight. I drew this just for tonight. Like it? All you needed to achieve this look of ever so slightly dipping your wet finger into an electrical outlet was a crimping iron and a lot of guts. Yeah, crimp was the style. It's hard out here for a crimp. Big crimping. Possibly making G's. How many of you? 422,535. Crimp walking onto Q4. The rest of you, sorry to crimp your style. Come back tomorrow. The fax in fax machine comes from what word? Fax. Fast. Or facsimile. Could have asked about the facts of life, but we went with fax machine. R.I.P. Charlotte Ray. The idea behind the fax machine, which is somehow still with us today, specifically in Marty Rogowski's office, was a good one. You can magically send an exact copy of a document through space and time. A synonym for exact copy? Facsimile. Facsimile is your answer here. 369,913 got their facts straight. Facts are simple, facts are straight, facts are lazy, facts are late, facts are going to Q5. The Cabbage Patch Kids' oath included a promise to be a good and kind what? Citizen, friend, or parent? Who's cross-eyed and painless at Q5 here? Now, I was more of a garbage pail kid myself, but these were the OGs of consumer crazes. Tickle Me Elmo, Furbies, Beanie Babies, they all followed the blueprint. You didn't just buy a Cabbage Patch Kid, you adopted one and swore allegiance to be a good and kind parent. Yes, Cabbage Patch Kids
Each
came
doll is
with
different.
birth certificates.
Real diaper is the only one I love.
Each doll comes with a pretend birth certificate and adoption papers.
There they are, those little rascals. They came with birth certificates, adoption papers, the whole 9 yards, and some of them were quite valuable. Parent, that's your answer. 91,954 are still in the Cabbage Patch. We did lose 270,000 plus slightly savage Q5 there, but 91,954, you guys are dolls, and you're getting Q6. Which of these things causes a Mogwai to turn into a Gremlin? Water, food after midnight, or bright lights? Big city. Mogwai, that's a Chinese name. I call it Gizmo. Mogwai is what I wanted for Hanukkah. I wanted a Mogwai. I never got one. Thanks, Mom and Dad. I know how to take care of it. You don't get it wet. Water causes them to multiply. Bright lights hurt them. And after midnight, well, watch.
Did you feed them after midnight?
Well, I gave them some chicken.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to feed your Mogwai after midnight. Turn that sweet little gizmo into an evil gremlin. 71,857. Not getting tripped up on this. You know your 80s movies. But do you know Q7, your 80s TV shows? Which TV show featured the catchphrase, I pity the fool? Knight Rider, the A-Team, or neither? Or neither? Or neither? Nelson Mandela. He was big in the 80s. He was in prison for all of it. He gave birth to the Mandela effect. And oh, we love our Mandela effects, don't we? Here's another example. Mr. T, of course, was known for this catchphrase. I pity the fool, but he made it popular in Rocky III. That came out in 1982. He never said it as B.A. Baracus on the A-Team, which debuted in 83, so neither or neither is your answer. And oh, boy, Oberto, this is a fully savage question at Q7. Wowie zowie. Oh, that hurts. For 76,000 plus of you, 4,400 are left. You guys love it when a plan comes together. Sweet! You're getting Q8. The brother of which of these actors recorded a top 10 Billboard hit in the 80s? Patrick Swayze, Sylvester Stallone, or Eddie Murphy? Do you have your extra lives? Maybe you want to use it right now. A whole lot of you got out there. All three of these gentlemen had or have brothers. Sadly, some of these men have passed and some of the brothers have passed. All of them found some degree of fame on their own, but only one scored a top 10 hit from the soundtrack to 1983's Saturday Night Fever sequel, Staying Alive. You guessed it, Frank Stallone.
You made your choice and now my change is over.
Whose brother is Sylvester Stallone. And that is the answer here at Q8. The song was Far From Over. And this game is far from over for 8,197. Who knew Norm MacDonald's favorite punchline? Norm, if you're playing tonight, that one's for you. Q9. Newsweek famously declared 1984 the year of what? George Orwell, Wall Street, or the Yuppie? Guys, Norm MacDonald plays HQ. I mean, I'm not making that up. George Orwell, of course, wrote the book 1984, but when the calendar turned to that year, well, it was the young urban professionals threatening society, not Big Brother. Yuppies! You can spot them in any 80s movie. They're the ones drinking cappuccinos and plotting a hostile takeover of an old folks' home or a ski lodge. Yuppie! It was the year of the Yuppie. 6,257 saying yippee. So a lot of you used your extra lives there. We have 6,257 still in this to win this. At Q10, 3 questions left. Which of these was the title of a book that accompanied popular 80s toy Teddy Ruxpin? Grunge music, disco music, or pop music? Come dream with me tonight. Teddy Ruxpin didn't just love to talk. The dude could sing. In fact, he was the original vocalist for Mudhoney before Mark Arm kicked him out for trying to hook up with his girlfriend. All right, that's not true, but this is true. Grunge music was an actual title.
Do the grunge, do it. Do the grunge, do it.
There it is. I'm not making it up. Grunge music had nothing to do with the Seattle sound. If you're looking for fun, do the grunge. And if you're looking for a savage question, oh my Lanta, we have another here at Cumero numero 10703. 703 H cuties tying a flannel around their waist for Q11, surviving another savage question. The penultimate 80s night question right here. Q11, forced on them by their producer. Which legendary hip-hop group initially hated their name? Beastie Boys, Public Enemy, or Run DMC? A lot of early hip-hop history runs through Russell Simmons. In 1983, he helped produce a single by his brother Joseph Simmons and Joseph's friend Daryl McDaniels. But he'd only do it on one condition: if they changed their name to Run DMC. Run DMC is your answer, and 333 are running with me to the final question. Turns out, by the way, band name is not the only thing Russell Simmons forced on others. This has been a tricky quiz for some, but 333 are walking this way to Q12. It all boils down to this. The final question on this totally tubular 80s night, Q12. The creator of the Smurfs named his blue characters for a jokey reference to what? Sloths, socks, or salt? Don't smurf on me, man. Don't smurf on me. Let's face it, guys. The whole Smurf setup was insane, right? The whole story of it, the look, the character, the whole thing. So it makes sense that their name would also have a bizarre backstory. Well, while at dinner, the original Papa Smurf, the guy who created it all, Peyo, that was his pen name, Belgian dude, he couldn't think of a word for that common table seasoning. So he made one up. Strumpf, which became Smurf. Smurf got its name because the guy could remember the name for salt. Salt is your answer. And how many of you smurfed it? 131 of you not salty tonight. You did it. You're our big winners, baby. Do you believe in miracles? Yes! 131 of you splitting $5,000, taking home $38.17 a person. Congratulations. That is so dope. Extra Life HQ, Mr. Yak, you Bellin 13, Ross Miracle. You got a miracle. You needed a miracle, and you got it. Gene Inc., K. Milligan, Nix 105, Cool Poppy, James Cool Papa Bell. Is that a reference there? Is that a Fraggle? That's 80s. Hey, what a night. What a world. What a game of HQ. Come back and play with us again, why don't you? Tomorrow is Friday. We're kicking off the weekend with 2 games. Friday, 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. And Saturday at 9, all weekend long. Sunday night, don't forget, Big Money Sunday. Never miss a Sunday show at HQ. $25,000 is your prize. Folks, that's how you HQ it. I double barked my DeLorean. I got to get that thing back to Avis. I'm going to be out till Monday, but I leave you in capable hands. Until then, HQties, I remain forever yours, Scott Rogowsky, signing off saying, good luck. We're all counting on you.